Hello. How's it going? Starting off with cringe survivor gameplay. This is a shit palette. Shit palette. Oh, it's a schwobilly and he's pissy. Dun 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 dun. Ah, God. I was ultra pissy. Ultra pissy schwillbilly. Ahem. Well, this is going splendidly. Tinkerer just activated again. Oh God, why did I do that? I got too cocky. Listen, hopefully we can talk about this. Why the Meg? Why? Peak gameplay. What's up, Floki? Whoa. You don't like when Bill touches you? You don't have ears. Ah, but I walk into a wall, so it's all good. This is how I like to play my Survivor. At the lowest possible MMR in existence. What, did he not see me? Did I go unseen? Yo, Choi, do you think they'll remove Oni's 180 flicks in the future or add the ability for console players to do them too? My opinion on behavior is that they basically go off of whatever is allowed on Twitter, so I would imagine they would go in the direction of making the 180s easier for everybody to use. What is this guy doing? You're gonna kick it, aren't ya? That's how behavior works these days. God. Wonder if this guy's stressed. We'll never know. He seems a little stressed. Ah! You welcome that locker. I'll teach me what for. What's up, Spencer? Yeah, he's having a rough game. I don't even know what the other survivors are really doing. I think they're just chilling at this point. Okay, I got you. We can heal. As a true sport, though, no rage quitting. I think we're gonna get away with that one, my friend. Oh, he's going for it. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Better with Survivor or Killer? I would say Killer for sure. Like, hey, I play solo queue and I don't have that much, like, nerd know-how of going up against killers like Nurse, for example. Like, some of the best survivors make really good really good reads on Nurse. Nurse will usually just, if she's like really good, I feel like I always just get obliterated. Found Jake. Bill's here. Gotta save this guy at all costs. Do I have enough for another blind, maybe? I'm the only one around here who does the throwing. Will it be enough? Wiggle Meg! Nope. I'm not gonna make it. I had to die for Meg. It was the only way. Should have ran tenacity. Alright, heal me right here. Go, Fung. I'll stay behind. Come on. No, don't tell me she just got herself down. Why would she do that? I think she wiggles off. Run! Run into the map! I respect it, I do, but... My flashlight was unfortunately dead. Yeah, I gotta keep that 60% kill rate up, guys. This is the gutter tiers of MMR, where you shouldn't ever look. My prophecies are god tier. That was almost too funny. Look at this. This is a magical place, it is. And it's 2v8 already. So this is like that, isn't it? Might get clapped. Definitely so lucky. Get a better flashlight. Be moderately better. Naveen, much appreciated for growing some buttons. There's a mystical land of zero MMR out there, where all the survivors and killer just walk around in harmony sniffing glue until the server closes after an hour. Question is, will we ever make it? By itself. Yeah. Didn't know I streamed on Twitch. Ever since they added it to where you can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, it's been pretty nice. On Twitch, we are salt farmers. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, if you gotta pull yourself off hook all the time, you may as well want some slippery meat, right? Alright, what are we dealing with this time? How can a totem be so gutter? Pyramid Head. Alright, come on, Pyramid Head. Oh yeah, make that trail. Nice. Well, I wasn't playing. I should have pre-dropped the pie. Probably made a video about YouTube being good about monetizing and pushing VODs. It's true, but you have to be a certain size to get that kind of value out of your VODs. I mean, like, it is true that like your VODs on Twitch essentially earn you zero, like you don't get anything from them. But your VODs on YouTube basically count as videos after they're uploaded, which is nice, but at the same time, yeah, if you're not big enough to where I would say you get like at least 10,000 views on your VODs after you stream, it's not going to be very noticeable, like money-wise. Next time I'm going to try pre-dropping on that Pyramid Head, see how he handles that. Hey, can I find a totem? I don't care about doing gens. What am I? A good teammate? Not today. Where is it? There you are. He fell off pretty hard. He used to be played a lot, but I think they nerfed him. Made it to where his recovery is worse, so people just stop playing him. It takes very minor things for people to stop playing killers. What you doing up? Hey, it's 11:30 a.m. here. What's up, Nyson? It's also nice with YouTube is that like your VODs are like permanent uploads on your channel, and Twitch, I think they only last like 2 weeks now and then they get deleted. YouTube also obviously allows for like way higher resolution uploads. Like on Twitch right now, I'm streaming in like 900p because the bitrate is so horrible. It's like the most I can do. But on YouTube, I'm streaming like 2K with like 30,000 bitrate. The PTB on console would have been nice. Yeah, you gonna come? I hope you know the true meaning of Shift W. Does he cut me off? He does. There's no way you have the balls to do that. You do have the balls. Alright, let's try pre-dropping him. Man's got it smoothed out, doesn't he? Question is will he kill any of us? That's what I'm curious to find out. What's up, Wolf? Why wouldn't he kill y'all? Well, people are weird around this MMR. Hey, Troy, is DBD killer sided just plainly not against Swift, just in general? I think that DBD is advantage, like, sided, so that's like the only honest answer I can give on that one. I think whoever brings more advantage into a match is gonna usually almost always win. Why do I think the surrender mechanic is flawed? Well, I mean, let's just like, there's a lot of little things, right? A lot of little reasons why I think it's flawed, but like the very first thing that comes to my mind right off the bat is that it doesn't really do anything to stop the most egregious form of slugging in the entire game, at least in my opinion, which is getting slugged for the 4K, right? Like, I don't think there's anything more prevalent than getting slugged for the 4K, and in that situation, it does absolutely nothing. So you could still be on the ground for 3 or 4 minutes while the killer searches for the 4th survivor to kill them. Like, you would think that if they're doing an slugging mechanic, that would be like maybe a priority of some sort. I just find it kind of silly that it does nothing. Should have cleansed out their totem over there. I don't know what I was thinking. You want Spencer? For experienced survivors against experienced killer will win 3+ escapes. Yeah, if you're playing like there's a guy right by me. If you're playing a low tier killer, that's like gonna be a huge factor in all of it, because you just don't have the tools, right? The map design is just too terrible for M1 killers to do anything. Hey Troy, why are the devil obsessed with putting random objectives in spots that make no sense? So you can rage when you get stuck on them? It's the only reason. You bastard. You have skill. Bro, how is there not like a totem over here? I think I'm dead. Yeah, this guy wants me big time. And it's a dead zone. Told you. I don't think he's gonna kill me. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. What's up, White Rabbit? I'm having a hard time reacting to this this pyramid head for some reason. Usually I find them pretty easy to react to. I think if the team uses surrender, then maybe the killer shouldn't get points. Maybe that would deter the slug, but if they don't care about points, then we're back at square one. Oh god. Send her to a cage. That'll teach her. Jade. You son of a... Okay. I'm wiggling. You're gonna have to put me down. Smurf! Do you think the killers would get more things base kit like Chatterhole base kit if Blight and Nurse did not exist? Those would get more things base kit. I mean, it's possible. I think in a lot of ways, like the top tier killers bottleneck a lot of the issues in the game are almost like they're used as an excuse more like as long as those killers exist, then technically I guess, you know, they don't have to go and try to fix all the horrible map design and stuff. Called it. This guy won't kill us because this is low MMR and he's clearly smurfing, so he's just here to like shit on noobs and then let him win so his MMR goes down. That's what happens when you make a horrible MMR system. Which thing are we talking about? Now, I think he's making a joke about how the gens go so fast that it's impossible to tunnel at 5 gens because technically, like, by the time you down your first survivor, like 2 or 3 gens are already gonna pop. Your team's allergic to gens? I know this pyramid head's gonna lose his mind. Yeah, I think Nurse and Blight are the ones that could probably still blow it off, right? Because you get like literally an instant down if you're... But those sweet, delicious matches where you're playing like Leatherface and you spawn in the middle of Ormond and all 4 survivors spawn in different corners and just... it's game over. You're a Nemi enjoyer? Suspicious Bubba, huh? Oh god, why did you miss the skill check, Jay? Yeah. Too far, you can't hit me. Just getting us all marked so he can execute us at the end. Can't stop laughing at it. Do 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 do. I don't know, but every time I play DVD with someone, they always tell me they need to nerf the pig, but I don't understand why they think the pig is overpowered. I think people just get really frustrated by the whole idea that they have like the head trap on. I think it's a little bit of a tell. Like if somebody has like a huge issue with pig, that usually means that they're just somebody who doesn't play the game that much. Yeah, you can't handle it. Listen, we need to add pig's head traps to blight and remove them from pig. It's the only way. It actually, that's a deliberate feature, Obliterator. They have MMR decay, so the longer, if you go without playing, your MMR starts to decay, and then when you restart again, you're kind of at like, you have a little bit of padding before you get bounced back up to where you were at. I think both exits are over here. It's not real MMR decay in the sense that like your MMR goes down and you have to earn it all the way back. It just will put you dramatically lower than your current MMR so that you get like basically a few free easy games when you return, and then it'll put you back at the MMR you were at. Yeah, it's for every killer independently. When I got my MMR from behavior, before they like made it to where nobody could see it anymore, you could see in that they did indeed have different like killers dropping MMR like down to like nothing. It was kind of weird. I don't know, it's strange, right? Because like some of my killers still had high MMR that I'm 100% sure I hadn't played in a long time, but then like other ones like Chucky had dropped like to like nothing. It was, I think high MMR was around like 6 to 7, But like my Chucky MMR was something insane. It was like 2 or like it made no sense at all. You guys interested in those weekly challenges or quests or whatever they're calling them? We'll de-rank our MMR together, like true brothers. Think you can lower your MMR? Well, too bad. I'm lowering my MMR. You're nothing. I agree, John Smith. Look at this guy. A genuine MMRD ranker. What shame. For some reason, every time I go play a killer that I barely play, every single one has been an eerie offering. Eerie offerings are just, people are, it kind of happens anytime a map is about to be like altered or supposedly nerfed for survivor, whatever. The survivors will start desperately running the map offerings. Not to say they didn't already run an insane amount of eerie offerings, but now it's probably going to be even worse because those offerings are going to become pretty much worthless after the next update. I mean, they're definitely making the top part of Eerie stronger with those drop downs, especially if people are balanced landing. It's going to be disgusting, but I think they've made some other alterations to Eerie. They've like made some of the tiles smaller, and they swapped the window and the breakable wall. So now you can't use the window to do a full loop around the entire building and come back to it. It still could potentially be strong, but I don't think it'll be as annoying because it won't loop back into a fast vault necessarily. You get banned every time. It's Pallet Town? Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a Wrecker's Yard situation where it's a smaller map maybe, but it's just like loaded with tiles that all connect to each other with a lot of like edge pallets as well. Troy, is this game safe to play nowadays? I stopped playing that hackers incident where they could control over your PC. I don't think anything like that can happen anymore, and I wouldn't be surprised if at this point behavior isn't using like AI anti-cheat, because I think Rainbow Six Siege just announced they're implementing AI anti-cheat, and if one big company is doing it, they usually are all doing it. And I don't like, the only way to like beat an AI, I feel like, is to develop your own AI. So until we get to like a Terminator situation, I think that it's going to be pretty safe to play. Imagine going down on the Eerie of Garden of Joy. You're gonna play him religiously? The whole key to the ghoul's success is gonna be at loops like this behind me right here, right? Because this is his biggest weak point. He can't really do anything at a loop like this unless you somehow figure out a way to use his power to get either close enough to a survivor while they're going around the loop that you can hit them before they make the pallet, or if you can like somehow manage to body block them. But that's going to be incredibly, if not impossibly difficult to pull off consistently. You don't want to shift W him. That's definitely going to be like his strength. If you try to like just run to the next tile, he's going to catch you probably. So you want to find these tight little loops right here where he's completely worthless. Oh, it's Wraith. How cringe. Yeah, take that, Wraith. Meg, don't be stupid here. I trust you. But not really. Where did this guy go? Okay. Very odd. Oh, I wanted her again. Makes sense, actually. Oh no, not Pentamento. Cringe. Pentamento against Snoobs is like a guaranteed win. Wraith is like one of the easiest killers to play. Wraith has like depreciating value. If you go against really good survivors, they will make you feel like you were born without legs and arms. He's a comfort killer. He's a comfort killer, isn't he? Unfortunately, I don't think that's the only totem. There's another one somewhere. No, he's using Plaything. Even is Pentamento 1. Is it true they're adding Freddy to the game? No, they can't get the license, unfortunately. Nobody knows what's wrong with New Line Cinema. It's ASMR soothing. Oh, we're talking about Freddy Fazbear. I'm talking about that weirdo Freddy that used to go into people's nightmares. Yeah, that's for sure. You could hear him blush. How much appreciates her ears. Do 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 do. Whoa! Stay away from that Meg. Oh, that's a whack. Ah! You gonna do about it? You gonna break that pallet? You gonna bloodlust me like nobody's business? I respect that he didn't swing. during 2 vehicles, I just sat there and watched all of them. Was so peak. At the moment, I'm working on a new like toxic TTV video. It's a very interesting one because I haven't been able to find a toxic killer main in quite some time, surprisingly. Mind if I do? Coming back or no? Oh, that bastard. New background player. Meg, there's about a 0.0% chance that this works. You know your timings. Look at you. You're a little rat. What you gonna do about it? You gotta break the pallet, bruh. Oh boy. I'm never gonna move. How about that, Wraith? Bet you never considered that strategy before. Oh, he's over there. Well, this won't give away my position. Nope, not even a little bit. Never find me. Stop coughing, Bill. God dang it. I want to go back to Killer Shack. Wait, did he break the pallet there? He did. Alright, hold on. There's another god pallet involved. Look at him. Look at him, how he walks around. There he comes. Donna. 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 Na 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 na. Sorry, what are you doing? Listen. If Dead by Daylight was a hockey game, this is how you get better at the game, okay? Shit, the chopper. my DCs as killer always come from the same place, you know? It's when I'm tired and I know I shouldn't even attempt to play the game, and I get on it and I'm like just super uninterested and bored. And then like I'm playing against like the most rancid tryhards ever, and I can just identify it right out of the bat. So I just turn my PC off, basically. He had Devour. He was going for it. Wonder if I like instantly destroyed it. Not sure. The worst thing you can ever do is DC and then immediately queue back up for another match. Going on rock music. Lover. You can't play Mirror Myers really anymore now because map offerings are dead. I think that kind of killed him. I mean, you could do the other version, I guess. It's like, nope. Nope, not today. Should, oh, look at this. We look like a baby. It's still a 20% chance. It's true, but that's a lot of suffering if you don't get the map. So I think the surrender mechanic will definitely hit live. It's just the question is, will they make any kind of like adjustments to it, or are they just gonna keep it as is? Probably stop running these. Well, I have max blood points. Put on a map offering. Make the killer suffer even more. Yeah, the fire changes were really silly. Like, we should not be nerfing Xeno. There's like 5 people that play the character, and it's one of the biggest licenses that have ever come to Dead by Daylight. It's a, by all accounts, Xeno was a complete failure. Is this an alt? This is my Xbox Survivor account that I've never escaped a single match on ever. Yeah. Man, can an Alien versus Predator chapter with 2v8 would be crazy. But let's be honest, do we really need Predator when we already have the infinitely superior Skull Merchant in the game? I don't know. It's a tough thing to consider. Oh, Troy, on your main account as killer, did you notice the amount of Smurfs actually making it to MMR visits? For how many people with like under 200 hours I get? It could be because I also, if you check my Steam account, I have like 200 hours. It could be because of cross progression. People moving to PC. I always think I'm like, people are gonna think I'm a cheater because of it. They're like, look at this guy, only has 200 hours, but he's a nerd. Hacker. Yeah. The thing that like I find weird sometimes is it'll tell me people have played like 200 hours of Dead by Daylight in the last week. I don't really understand like how that works. They just, is there something I don't understand about Steam, or do these people literally never turn Dead by Daylight off for 1 second in their entire life? Alright guys, this is like Operation, we gotta make sure David King escapes somehow. Man's trying to get an adept so horrible he's literally gone down to 0 MMR trying to do it. That's so strange. I will have the most time played. I think like, what was it, like Arc, I had like 415 days played or something like that, and I didn't, like, I would have paid money to be able to erase that from my account just so people wouldn't know how much time I spent playing the game. Do you use it the proper way? There's a proper way. Yeah, Arc was disgusting. Bro, what killer are we playing against even? I feel like, how can you have such a like a non-existent presence? It was Myers, right? Is he jump scare? Oh, he is. Ah, go enemy. No. Oh, bro, if you drop down there, it's over. Ow. Oh my god, he really wants the Dwight. He's like cheating ass Swift. No more Hellraiser. But at least we'll be able to have him and mock people who don't have him. David is doing gens. He's not interested. I don't have an angle. Oh god, he's pissy. Are you pissy? You are pissy. You see me through the wall? I'm gonna go lock myself in that corner if he comes over here. See how he plays around that. No, Dwight. Not worth your beautiful life. David, don't you need to, like, escape? What the hell? You sneaky little bastard. All you had to do was get on the damn train, David. Now you're gonna die. Oh yeah. Get over here. Let me look up that skirt. I'm coming. Do you want to die so bad? There's a low MMR. What, the tattoo? No, that's just a blood stain. Ugh. I brought you to this map and this is how you repay me? Yeah, the free Cenobite perks are gonna be crazy. Goes next, little winning game. Maybe he knew that Mikey had Noah and thought, hey, I have no choice but to try to Kobe to save my team. This shithole. Hey, like, if you're playing Leatherface... Oh man, he got the 4K, delicious. Well, time to surrender. David, you got a Kobe. You got a Kobe for... You got that lucky salt jar lips. We're all believing you. Come on now. How the f did he get Meg? Maybe she went for Noed and he found her. Run, David. Uh-oh. He's like, you gotta rescue Meg. Well, you can't kill me. Or make me live. Even more horrible. No! You can't make me live! I won't let you! You bastard! No! I won't do it! David just uses no mither because he's that good at the game. He doesn't even need the adapt. Yeah. Run! You'll never find me. Except that he could see through walls. Does David die too? David dies too. He couldn't be able to get out of the basement, I don't think. He had a tombstone piece. He didn't even have the one where you see through walls. The hell? The boons reach the outside area from like below. Pretty nasty. A killer build that I thought would have caught on way more is the new perk from the Houndmaster, the one that makes every hook into a scorch hook when you hook somebody on it with Gift of Pain. I thought that would have been a really popular combo because it makes every single hook in the entire map turn into a Gift of Pain hook. It also works with Floods of Rage, but it just like literally never caught on. I guess people just didn't feel like they were getting enough value from it. Yeah, Jagged Compass. And it works really well too, like if you use that, you use Gift of Pain, Jagged Compass with like Pop Goes the Weasel, because it'll always tell you which gent you need to go to kick. Probably one of like the more fair builds out there. Did I send us to the game again? You Gideon abuser, I guess I am. I didn't know. It's up top. Yeah, it's up top. Never mind, it's right here. Another stealth killer. I would have thought Ghostface would be like rampant in lower MMR. It seems like the absolute perfect low MMR killer. Am I in low MMR for an experiment or something? Kind of. I want to see if there's like, there's no way I can calculate it, but I just want to see like how much the game kind of devolves as you go down to the absolute bottom gutter tier of like 0 MMR. Like how bad does it actually get down there, you know? I don't think anyone's ever made the journey. Oh god, no. Not Wraith. It's a little bit arrogant, but I mean, it's a baby Wraith, so it should work out. ID ranking? Well, the thing is, this is a brand new account, so I only had to start from 600 MMR, whatever the base is nowadays. If I tried to like lower my MMR on my main account, yeah, I would pretty much never get anywhere with that. And then my main account would be like virtually ruined. Someone finish that. Well, I do appreciate it. Juiced. Nope. No. You know you have to... What? Some race around here that really don't like to break ballots. What are they? Oh man. I'm close to the Survivor compilation, that's right. Me going up there. What is this guy? Someone just got done playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, turning off the generator while they're playing Family. Oh, this is an unsafe gen. I think I did lose a match on Ruins because I tried to like play the downstairs and the upstairs just to see how it would go. As you would expect, I got dumpster. Wraith is gonna rage quit. Camping the portals is Bubba. If you're camping a portal, will someone still come out right in front of you, or does it always send them to the other, like, further away portal when that happens? God, yeah, artist, that's a nightmare. Alright, Operation Find Noed. Let's do it. And then you just die. Yeah, he makes a pretty savage dead zones. He's stressing. You want to stop that? That'd be great. Where are you going? Where are you going? You have to come back up. Yeah, that was definitely a 7D move if I've ever seen one. He's a baby. Yeah, he's definitely a baby. Poor guy. Suckers. No one even got the chest. What's up, sir? A med kit, huh? The play there was to become a skull merchant drone and injure you via area of effect. I feel like survivors will berate you for just losing in general, no matter what, with any killer. Kept him from getting enemy entity displeased. You don't engage in in-game chat on survivor or killer. Good decision. Did Windows Store DVD come out on release date of DVD? I don't think so, but yeah, I really don't think so. I think it probably didn't come out until the Xbox version or something came out. I would find it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it only was on Steam when it came out, but I couldn't tell you for 100% certain. Can't abuse any more of those, so I have to abuse these now. The Windows Store, yeah. Look, the matchmaking is really fast, though. Unlike lithe, quick and quiet. I wonder if we'll get some type of regression or gen stoppage base kit for killer. What is it like? I think corrupt intervention potentially was the thing that I would have always said like would make the most sense to be base kit, because it's significantly weaker on the better killers, but it helps so much on the weaker ones. So I don't know if there would be a better one. Like adding in some kind of base kit regression would be difficult because of the disparity between killer strength. What do you do when you got a nurse and a skull merchant in the same game? Speaking of gutter tier, when are they going to update the graphics on this map? What I think about Huntress is I feel like it might be easier to play against like a decent Huntress than like a gutter tier one, because I don't know if like the bad Huntresses will understand the mind game. So it might just M1 you every time. You're a decent gutter tier Huntress. I think Huntress is like insanely fun in 2v8, but in 1v4 I find her kind of annoying because the survivors are so goddamn sweaty. The most egregious thing solo queue teammates can do is when you... I mean, you don't always 3-gen yourselves on, like, on purpose. Sometimes the killer holds a 3-gen from the very beginning of the match, especially on, like, certain maps. But the worst thing your solo queue teammates can do is when there's a clear 3-gen and they get downed, like, right in the middle of the 3-gen, and then the killer hooks them inside the 3-gen area. It's like, you literally couldn't have done anything worse than that. That was the peak worst decision possible. These matches are like snooze fests. I say that now, I'm about to get dumpstered. Who's telling these killers not to break pallets? I'm embarrassed to say that I don't even know who Charlotte is. Is that a twin? Is that twins? Is that her name? That's a twins. Most unfun killer to play against, probably Trapper. And nobody who's sane likes to play against Trapper. reason, because like his gameplay loop is like incredibly dull and also like way too annoyingly strong if they know what they're doing. Like you just literally put a trap on like every loop. It's yeah. I wonder if these killers feel like they're being like horrifically gen rushed. It's true, it's not too common. Well, these matches are gonna definitely make me like worse at Survivor. EA playing against Vecna. Speaking of killers I like never play against. I play against a lot of Pinhead, surprisingly. How dare you? Good luck. I think that door's open. Oh, is she opening it? He's like, nah. Nah. Just leave. Nah. Poor guy. Wasn't supposed to do generators. I ruined everything. Listen, guys, if this ranking system was good, then I'd be ranking up, right? Clearly, the ranking system is terrible. Most likely, I might have to buff Wesker, to be honest. He's kind of outdated at this point. Doesn't take long to get power crept in DVD with like 40 killers. He'll stick with the surrender mechanic, I'm pretty certain. I don't think that it's gotten enough attention to have anything done against it. We'll have to wait till it comes out, and then when all of like the problems start popping up, then hopefully they make like some iterations to it. If they change it before there's any issues like that haven't been brought up, I'd be pretty surprised. Yeah. What is this thing? How do I fall in it? This guy doing things, the surrender mechanic is fine. There's a lot of like little niche issues with the surrender mechanic, so it's like overall you could like say you think it's fine or it's not fine, but I think like you would almost have to get down into the gutter and specifically talk about what is not good about it and what is good about it. It's going to be horrible for survivors, but fine for killers. Why would it be horrible for survivors? What's up, Lightwaves? Guten Morgen. What's up, Ginger? Main problem for me is adepts, because people like to slug for adepts and they can DC when you get the down, and the bot knows where the hatch is. Yeah, that's true. The bots are pretty ridiculous when it comes to hatch. You can avoid humiliation. Ginger, much appreciated for growing some muttons. The slug meta discussion. I think on this one, we might just have to like wait and see what transpires. And I could consider, but yeah, 100% take full advantage of it. The one of the main things I want to know, right, is that okay, so the survivors can surrender in every single match they play, right? There's no reason not to surrender when you have the opportunity. So if we assume that survivors are able to surrender in all those situations, once they surrender, that means that the killer can also surrender because they're all bots. And if the killer surrenders, do they lose MMR? Because if they do, then you could, like, in theory, like, win your matches, but still lower your MMR by DCing against the bot. Where are you? That's a shit tile. What's happening? Ah! You guys think I got the God window in here? Nope. I'm dead. What is your bloodlust at this point? Like 1 million? Stay the fuck away from that guy. Oh no, he baited me. I don't trust you. You're a pissy ghost face. What's up, Mikey? You lose. I mean, you should lose MMR on surrender because it's like it's a reskinned DC. Like you're DCing from the game, you're just not getting a DC penalty for it, and you're able to keep your blood points. But like it's still technically a loss. You only recently converted, so you don't know. There was a website for leaderboards DVD info. It was really good. Put everyone even. Who closed profiles there? Behavior forced the owners to close it. Pretty savage of them to do that. I think I did hear something about it, but I wasn't really 100% sure what DVD info was. Does that mean like Nightlight is gonna get forced to close? Like, what's the difference? I don't know if you realize this, but I believe Ghostface is very close. Man, for like that, if that chase I did with Ghostface at the beginning would have legitimately been like a 5-gen chase at high MMR. These guys barely got 1 gen done. You don't think they'll ban Nightlight? Dave, you're cracking down, aren't they? Maybe I should talk to the cheater groups again. See what's going on from their perspective with all this shenanigans. This will be like one of those players, right, that like will play Ghostface and then be like, see, it's like killer's so easy, dude, you don't even need to tunnel or camp to win. I'm going down here. This is gutter. bit of a risk, but good thing I don't care. Bigger! Make it biggie!
Underscore Flashson is making it bigger with 100 cringer bites. Go go Mr. Choi carrot carrot.
Much appreciated for the 100 cringer bites. I'm gonna buy some diapers with those. I know, and it's gutter tier dance with me too. It's like 3 seconds. The buff to this build is actually gonna be pretty decent, I think. Especially for people out there that'll— you bastard! Did I make that? I almost don't think so. What? Break it, fool! There's no way you don't break that. Why didn't he down me at the gen though? That was like, made no sense. There he is. You shyster. Hacker! Come on, Fung. No! What are you guys doing? There's no hope. This is some of the worst survivors I think I've ever seen. I mean, I can't judge, obviously, but I mean, my goodness. Like, these are, I should say they're some of the most immersed survivors I've ever seen. I think that'd be a little bit more fair. You might be too afraid of that gen over there. I might be able to get away with this. Just go for it. Meg, imagine if you didn't miss a skill check right now, how crazy that would be. You get grabbed by Ghostface when your swift is loud. It still depends on the personality. Some people will play anything out. Other people are like, my time is that precious and I don't want to deal with this garbage, so it all just depends. I was like so confused. I don't know why. Is that the betraying my entire team to survive build? No. Those were the good old days. This key I found in a chest. Do you need to make a follow-up to that video? I know, but I got a little bit too much heat right now. DVD community's real pissy at me for that surrender video. What the fuck? Who's that elf girl that came with Vecna? Nobody knows. Ghostface obviously OP. I mean, I feel like we're still descending. It doesn't feel like we've hit the bottom yet, because I don't know. It's like as we go down, it feels like the gutter continues to go lower. Let's swap on over. I have like this all turned down right now because I was spending blood points, and let's be honest, there's nothing more annoying in this game than spending blood points and listening to it. But what were we gonna play at the end of our last stream? What kind of craziness is this? We're gonna try is Forced Penance really the best option here? Is there nothing else? Auto clicker. There's supposed to be like a bulk blood point thing coming out. When it survives 36 meters, it scares. Does this work on Victor, or does it have to be Charlotte that uses it? Franklin's is gray. How's their power? Never played the twins. I'm kind of thinking like maybe nowhere to hide is the play. You know, I kick a gen, and if anyone's trying to chill around there, I take them down. Nobody plays the twins. Yeah, it could be an ish. Let's just see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? This guy under my surrender video says, I hope they bring this feature to the game so we can avoid toxic killers like you. Like you. Just be honest, Choi. There's no system you would have liked. You hate everything. This guy says, he says they should have used Left 4 Dead's voting system, but we all know if he used Left 4 Dead's voting system, he would accuse him of copying Left 4 Dead. This is not okay. Oh, also, Choi, you are just bad as killer, so that is why you slug. When I play killer, I never slug because I am not trash of the game. Correct. I'll just never be good enough to go for hooks. I'll always have to crutch on slugging. Found a bug on PGB that lets you change killers during queue by going to the shop and looking at the Mori of the killer you want to change into. That's interesting. Let's never tell anybody and only use it offline. When we see 4 medkits, we all go plague. Yeah, this is probably the last year for TCM. I would be legitimately shocked if the developers aren't already working on another game. They don't seem like they're that interested at all in TCM anymore. It's like a afterthought type of thing to them. It's just the vibe anyway. You complain to friends and ignore the endgame chat. The way to do it. DBD just isn't a good game. Do gens and get tunneled. That's the entire gameplay for Survivor. As a casual player, I'd rather play TCM Survivor. TCM Survivor is significantly better designed. Like, significantly better designed. TCM's biggest issue is they kind of dropped the ball on the family side. You're kind of playing the role of an AI in that game. Like, there isn't much way to like have skill expression or anything. I think Leatherface is like the only character in the game that can have skill expression. I will say this though, there's a YouTuber called House of G who does Texas Chainsaw Massacre tournaments, and they're really fun to watch. Like when Texas Chainsaw Massacre is played at the highest level between like victim and killer, it's just like you're super into it. Unlike DBD, where like the more DBD gets competitive, the more boring the gameplay becomes. Alright, here's some Gutter Twins gameplay. It's always like months in between me playing Twins, so it could potentially be a situation where my stuff got lowered. I got the shit spawn on this map, though. It spawned me dead center in the middle, so I have no idea which side they spawned on. Maybe you should go with brutal strength, huh? Just be like a pallet breaker. Dramaturgy didn't help much with forced hesitation. You guys, that's 2 sprint bursts, huh? A lot of like anti-Victor pallets on this map. Oh, fair enough. Bo, 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 bo. Do, 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 do. Yeah, my guy got like res healed super quick, didn't he? Hope he didn't get exposed. No. The key to beating twins is to don't try to rush her. Just play the long game. Do, 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 do. I gotta start hooking that guy for that. Yeah, but someone picked him up, so it didn't count. Feisty. Really? Forced Hez. We're trying to heal over here. There's so many pallets on this map. The rancid. I think this guy plot to us. I don't remember who I hooked last. Doesn't work out that badly for me though, to be honest. I was gonna say. Oh. I don't get anybody can only play one side when the game offers you to play both. It's like playing half the features DVD has to offer. Maybe at 2 gens if they rush this one. Might try. That girl's been slugged a long time. Anyone else tries being fancy, I ain't gonna have it. Oh, he used an insta heal on her. That's cringe. Oh, get your sprint burst. Still no exposed. Well, ain't that a shame? I hope that's annoying. The power of Shift W and just playing like tactical. What? How'd she speed up so much? He gets over, right? I don't think he can get out of that locker fast enough. No, he can't. That's dumb. Picks her up, right? No? Would have thought that would have been the play to make. He is a Chad. There's a dead Chad now. Would you like to meet my baby? If he's far away, go into locker. Not that hard. Teach him. It's so gross. Is this the best twins skin? I think it's like one of her base ones, but I think it might be the best. The only one that I think can compete with it is the new one, maybe. This one with like the little girl on the back. Kind of weird. Midsummer is I mean, Midsummer's actually okay. Where's her OG legendary? Did they make that a timed skin? What is it? Why is that a timed skin? That's weird. This one's okay. They've gotten better. Twins had really, really bad skins for a long time. Should we try, like, that Freddy build again? I think there was something in here that... Let's just go for it. Speaking of no good skins. Hey, Freddy is very confident in his attire, okay. Is he the only killer with like no cosmetics? I think so. I mean, there's bros even got less skins than Pinhead. Yeah. I have not played against this monstrosity like a single time.
Okay. Let us begin then.
You hate the giant eyeball?
I will crush you and be on my way.
In theory, yeah, all 5 players could potentially lose. So, that would be very weird. Huh. Rip Cenobi. I quite literally never swap to palette power while I'm playing Freddy. How is this map gonna be for this character? I mean, it'll help me out stealth-wise, I imagine. That's nice. Oh, we both made a bad play there. I don't want to do a little bit of like hit and run. And she's still here. Jen, are you bastards on? Hey. Wow, this ain't going my way, is it? Gotta get rid of this garbage pallet. Makes sense in every way possibly imaginable. They're rushing Jen super hard here. That puts me down in the basement and leaves her up here? Wow. That's really fucked up. Gotta keep... Yeah, she's healed. Oh my goodness. Well, slugging's the only way to make a comeback here. I don't think there's literally any other choice. This team's way too efficient. She woke herself up. Nanya. One, two. Now, wouldn't it be cool, like right now, if we could all just go to the end game, Mori? Imagine. Imagine that was how the mechanic worked. Instead, we live in a universe where they're all gonna have to quit the game, and then I'm gonna be left with bots to clean up for like 2 minutes, or I can just quit the game too. And what can only be described as the stupidest possible outcome. You know, it's funny, back in the day when they were gonna add the endgame Mori, like the main thing you kept hearing back then was like, they can't add the endgame Mori because it's going to stop slug races and it's gonna stop situations where you could give like the survivor the last or you could give the last survivor hatch, or the big ones were like, well, what if I have Unbreakable and the endgame Mori kicks in? That's not fair. Or what if I have Deliverance and the endgame Mori kicks in? That's not fair. And now all of the sudden, those things apparently happen 1 in a million times, and it's not a big deal whatsoever. Okay. Imagine. It's like when it's convenient, it's an issue. It's like not an issue, but on stream 8 hours, and he's a Freddy main, and he did entire stream by nearly every killer except Freddy, and he got literal new players in his stream. Ooh, a Soul Survivor player. It is different on every killer, but there's a base MMR that tethers all of your killers together as well, so it won't be like as high as your top killer or anything, but it'll make sure that it's all of your killers are relatively in a pretty high MMR spot. That said, they do have like an MMR decay now, so if you don't play a certain killer for a long time, supposedly sometimes, if the system's working correctly, if you haven't played a killer for a long time, their MMR should decay a little bit, but after like 3 matches, it'll go back to normal. Yeah, so you had decay, that's why. But it's like it's a fake decay. It's not like a decay where you have to grind back to where you were. It just gives you a few easy matches and then it puts you back. Like a rubber band. Why does my Unreal portrait look like that? Oh, no, 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 no. Where is that at? Yeah, bloody portraits on. Let me turn that off. No more. Now all of my portraits are deliciously static. Yeah, you were Prestige 3 before the update. That's what it is.
I will play my role for now.
When the game gets too sweaty, I just go play The Sims. Right on. But the real way to do it is to download the extreme violence mod on The Sims and then play Dead by Daylight that way. I just have to turn bloody portraits off because my OCD can't handle the fact that there's just randomly like 2 emblems in there that look cooler than the rest. I have to turn it off. Don't go. Hey Troy, quick question. If you have Pinhead at Prestige 3 after he's gone, will his 3 perks still be unlocked at level 3 on all new killers that come out after? How did it work with Stranger Things? I think like you kept the perks if you had it unlocked on a character, but I think any new character, it became a generic perk and you had to find it in the blood web. That's how I remember it working with Stranger Things. With the match being done. Kinda cringe. Yeah. Bet legacy skins get you reported a lot nowadays. Good morning, Delta. Legacy equals hacker? Yeah. I mean, I assume the same thing. Like, this guy's got legacy. I want to know everything about him. Dirty cheater. Maybe your Vecna MMR is higher. I snagged up the lesser team. Of course, that's a lot of medkits and a lot of anonymous accounts. Terrified. I regret everything. I should have played Knight. Top of the morning to ya. Don't hear that kind of talk too often anymore. Nostromo. Kind of low-key wish this was just an indoor map. That sucks. Pulled out the wrong power. I didn't want to do that.
Manipulate.
That was a hook right here. That was a 25 gen chase, probably. Hey, hell's going on with my power?
Perhaps this
There it is.
you have made a huge mistake.
Love this map? I hate it. I think it's one of like the worst killer maps in the game. You have like no options at all. Do, 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 do. Shit hard. How many gens will that little chase cost me? Nancy's a problem. One gen left. I think they double teamed that one, huh? No scratch marks? Trying to rush the final gen, that's a devious tactic. Haha. Oh, that backfired horribly. Oh, the build would basically be whichever killer you wanted it on. That was potentially a... What you doing there, Jake? Chucky with insidious crap. What the hell? Yeah, scratch marks are just atrociously bad. I earned this W, don't you agree, Nancy? Don't you agree? That was not an easy match, Nancy. Could just end in the delicious Mori right now, but we gotta wait for Jake to die. Alright. The build you used with Game of Wood, Noed, Rancor, and Insidious. Do you want me to like do the stand still thing? Like AFK till endgame?
You will make a love play.
Lore accurate Vecna. Killing the shit out of Nancy. I never noticed that it did. Jake had distortion. Didn't notice it though. Vigil sprint burst. I definitely felt that one. Did I play Nancy yesterday? No.
Strange.
Oh no, so not that there's not another Choi out there on the loose, is there? Not again. T-Rack, makes sense. No, I haven't heard of any leaks about Five Nights at Freddy's. A clicking Gideon abuser. Was that? The milkshake nickname. There's another milkshake on the loose. Not good. Sissy's weapon. Did you know that Sissy's weapon is actually Hitchhiker's weapon from the movie? Yeah, I don't mind if you talk about him. If you've been, like, you know, because a lot of the times leaks don't turn out to be accurate, so it's not like it's set in stone or anything. It's like all just package. The secret S-tier slugging killer. Myers? What build? There's a lot of different variations of Myers. Oh, really? There's like a new... There's always someone out there who's leaking, isn't there? It's a dangerous game those guys play, because the one time they get the power wrong, their career's instantly ruined. Why are you drinking our milk? It's simple. I take my straw, I move it from my milkshake to your milkshake, and I suck it all up. Oh. Didn't he have an axe in the community, like the community creation thing from like a decade ago? Does your milkshake bring all the boys to your yard? Hey, we're not talking about an ass milkshake here.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho.
You can't stand milk. A lot of people can't. And then there's me. I'm your classic bearded milk drinker. I like to just drink it. I like to have it pour down my cheeks. A lot of the times when I put Midwitch on, one of the survivors will cancel the match thinking I'm nervous. All of my dogs haven't been able to handle milk. Like, if they drink it for like even a little bit, they'll immediately like vomit. I'm gonna give someone a pretty good jump scare if they come in here. If they don't hear me, you know, laughing like the idiot I am. Now, for those of you who don't know what's happening, here's the idea. I'm using Rancor, right? Which allows me to Mori somebody, or it allows me to Mori the Obsession in the endgame. But the problem with Rancor is that, the problem with Rancor is every time they complete a generator, it highlights my aura to the Obsession. So it gives them a pre-warning that I have Rancor. But if I use Insidious, they don't see my aura. So I can get around that so that they're not expecting Rancor as much as they would be otherwise. The last thing, Game of Foot, makes it to where the person I've been chasing the longest becomes the obsession when I down them, or when I hit them, which means that if I have Rancor, I can immediately Mori them. And if they happen not to cleanse Noah, that means I insta down them, which just expedites the whole process. My current dog's name is Mickey, but I didn't name him. Chuggy laughs too much. Yeah, he does. He's just a silly guy. Neck you with this build. Yeah, he has a very long Mori there to probably be out for sure. Killers with built-in, like, Insidious, like Dredge, can get a little bit more value out of this because they have an extra perk. I don't think you automatically DC, no. I think that's only Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Lizelle, only if you're a like a Gith Schwenky or whatever their names are. Well, the goal is to not hook anybody. You think? I'm not a very good Chucky player. I'd be happy if I managed to just kill one person here. Never know how it's gonna go. It is indeed an AFK build. Do you think one of them has the audacity to do this generator in front of me? You gotta be shitting me. This dude is like, what? That man is in such a dangerous position right now. If the last gen pops while he's in here, he's literally dead. He realized it. He's like, nah, no, no, no. Someone warned him.
Why are you running? I'm the good guy.
She was never technically in a chase, I guess, so.
Come on. Don't look so sad, chump. Let's
This is pretty much impossible, right?
Lawfy grew some muttons.
Much appreciated for growing some muttons. Full circle. They're a full console Swift. Look at him breathing. And do. Just spend it and must be spent. Telephone? Hinders. Okay. A little bit of serve. A little bit of ruin. A little bit of gearhead. Nope, I typed in gear. It's over. No refunds. Of Sadako gameplay? I used to be a Sadako main before I was a Knight main. I just, I don't know. She went through like kind of like a, I don't know, what would you even call it? Like multiple reworks in a very short period of time. Kind of annoyed me. So does it feel better to play on PC? Yeah, 100% better. The frame rate is just so much smoother. The audio is better. How is it flawed? It's flawed in a lot of different ways. The way in it like it works is that essentially there's more to it, but when all the survivors are technically in the dying state, they can DC without any penalties whatsoever. They keep all their blood points and everything. So it kind of means like the new ending of every match is going to be all the players just DCing, which I think is like weird. I don't know. Like imagine you go to like a baseball game and it gets to like the 9th inning and like the players just leave. Like, yeah. I don't think I would ever say I was a Pinhead main, but I always really liked Pinhead. They should add like a timer, in my opinion. It's gonna be like TCM, yeah, just like TCM. Even the thought of the sound effect sounds so boring, you know? Like you get to the end of the game and then you have to hear that sound effect of everybody DCing. Yeah, you could trash, and that's like another thing is that, like I was saying at the beginning, is like the number one most egregious form of slugging in the game is people slugging for the 4K. Like, if there's ever a time where somebody should be able to surrender, it should be when they're slugged, and the killer is either ferociously searching the map for the last survivor, or even in a chase with them. You know, because in the end, you're gonna be there for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes bleeding out on the ground. I feel like that's the most common type of slugging that occurs in the game, and this mechanic does actually like nothing to fix it. How many players is League of Legends on a team though? Like how many people need to agree to DC at the same time? Or I mean to 5v5. See, like here, I think like the majority of the time you would be in more of like a 2v1 situation, and then even in that situation, I feel like if you voted yes and your teammate voted no, the only thing that really would need to happen in that situation is like you would DC, but your teammate would stay. You know, like I don't know why it would make you stay. It's just like if everyone voted yes, that way it could instantly go to the end game Moria, and then we're like. Ba, 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 ba. This is like one of the worst loops in the map. Nice frame drop. Bo, 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 bo. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is gonna be a nightmare. We shall see. Is there a window here? No. What? Alright, that should probably be about 3 gens popping, I would imagine. You guys are pretty aggressively splitting. The house is the one I need to worry about through these other gens. Flashbang, huh? Oh, how did... Wait, what? Please get rid of that. Flashbang, no counterplay? Someone's way out there. Ace is definitely gonna have dead hard. Why are we all injured? Not ruin. Oh no. Lasted a long ass time though, didn't it? Goodbye, Miss Catitude. He's got dead art, so he's a little bit more arrogant than he normally would be. Remember that. Oh, never mind. An ace without dead hard. Has the prophecy come true? Holy resurgence, Batman! Haha. Are you done, Steve? Is that what's happening? I wish this worked right now, but I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Ultimate troll. Now kiss. DC, 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 DC. What happened? Well, they gave up because Miss Catatu died, maybe? A shame to kill a man with such an expensive skin. That felt like a very solo queue lobby. They had a good start, but they couldn't keep up with coordination whatsoever when it came to like healing and stuff. They did. I mean, you consider how like in a lot of ways they were close to like one gen. No. What's with all the console players today? My goodness. People told me on Twitter that Made for This isn't a good like a meta perk right now. I feel like I'm constantly running against Made for This. Is it? Yeah, I think it is going to be a problem for that new killer when he comes out, whether people will leave it or not, but I guess only time will see. Tell. They came about a shame because they missed the flashbang. Anywhere else that flashbang would have knocked him out of my hand, but because I was literally under the hook, I could spam the button. Unfortunately, we'll have to save it for next time because I'm literally at my datage of needing to take the fudge off. So make sure to remind me. I can't let any salt go to waste. People refund. I'm too stupid to know how, but I'll have an IOU salt wager. Don't worry. New Killer is basically a rip-off Legion. It's cold. Alrighty, guys. Much appreciated for hanging out. Thanks for the cringe. The commitments, the recommitments, the cringer bites. Conversation. There's almost a zero attempt to change my mind about the surrender system, but that's okay. I guess most of us are in agreement here. Makes sense. And with that, yeah. Catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.
Hey there, kid. Do you ever get so into the game that you end up pooping your pants? Yeah, all the time. Well, then I have a product for you. Gamer diapers. Oh my god! Diapers premium item, gentle touch line, plus aloe. Its special layer of protection helps keep skin softer and smoother than before. It's new Pampers Premium. Pampers Premium.